On the news tonight, court restrains NBC from shutting down broadcasting stations. ASU again extends nationwide strike. South Africa authorities arrest more suspects in corruption case. Good evening and welcome to the major reports. I am Olubumi Ajiboye Agbola. The Federal High Court in Lagos has stopped President Muhammadu Buhari and the National Broadcasting Commission from revoking the licenses of 53 broadcasting stations in the country and shutting down the stations for allegedly failing to renew their licenses. Justice Akintayo Aluko of Court 8 today granted an order of interim injunction following the hearing of an argument on motion expertise by the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project and the Nigerian Guild of Editors, SERAP, and the NGE had last week filed a lawsuit against President Muhammadu Buhari and the NBC, asking the court for a declaration that Section 10A of the third schedule of the NBC Act used by the NBC to threaten to revoke the licenses of 53 broadcast stations and to shut down the stations is unconstitutional and unlawful, as it violates freedom of expression. The suit is adjourned to September 8 for the hearing of the motion on notice for interlocutory injunction. The suit followed the decision by the NBC to revoke the licenses of the 53 broadcasting stations and shut down their operations within 24 hours over alleged 2.6 billion naira debt. A federal high court in Abuja has delivered judgment on a suit by the federal government seeking to extradite the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police DCP Abba Kyari to the United States of America over his alleged ties with notorious fraudster Ramon Abbas, popularly known as Hush Puppy, who has pleaded guilty to a $1.1 million fraud case. Justice Inyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court in Abuja dismissed the suit today. The judge held that the extradition request filed by the Attorney General of the Federation on behalf of the federal government lacked merit and is liable to dismissal. It will be recalled that the federal government had filed the extradition charges against Kyari to pave way for his extradition to America to answer fraud allegations. Justice Ekwo, however, held that the federal government has no basis to file the extradition request, having put Abba Kyari on trial in Nigeria in relation to the allegations against him in America. The All Progressives Congress in Osun State will use direct primary for the selection of its candidates for the forthcoming local government elections. The state secretary of the party, Honorable Kamarudin Alaho, disclosed this in an interview with newsmen in Osogbo, the state capital. Chairmen and councillors of the local government development authorities and area councils are to be elected during the voting exercise. The election is billed for October this year. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has said that vaccines produced in Nigeria, including those for COVID-19, will be of internationally acceptable standards. The Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, said this during an oversight visit to the agency's facilities and COVID-19 laboratory projects in Lagos by the House of Representatives Committee on COVID-19. Professor Adeyeye, who was represented by the resident media consultant of the agency, Shayo Akintola, noted that the health sector had hitherto been neglected before the present administration responded through the COVID-19 committees of the National Assembly. She further noted that the regulatory agency should be strengthened by the government for the nation's pharmaceutical industry to thrive with the existence of African Free Trade Agreement to take advantage of quality products. The NAFDAC boss also indicated that the agency is hopeful that the vaccine facilities would receive the needed financial assistance from the public-private partnership to boost its efficiency. The federal government says it has attended to the 80% of the demands by the Academic Staff Union of Universities. Minister of Education Adamu Adamu, who spoke today, while responding to the petition of the ASU strike, noted that the government had taken steps to end the lingering strike, including the IPPIS, UTAS, and UP3. The minister, who spoke through the spokesperson of the Federal Ministry of Education, Ben Gung, said it is unreasonable to extend the strike as the government has worked towards fulfilling most of the demands, including using one payment platform. In the meantime, ASU, after a heated discussion earlier today, decided to extend its ongoing strike. Reports say the decision was taken after the National Executive Council held at the union headquarters in Abuja. The West African Examination Council has dissociated itself from the reports trending on the social media about the ratings of Osun State as well as other states of the Federation. The branch controller WAEC Osogbo, Dr. Busari Olaneyi, who made this known while speaking with OSBC News, urged public members of the public to disregard the ratings, adding that it did not emanate from WAEC.
The information did not emanate from WAEC because it is completely outside our purview of operation to even release such statistics in the first instance. So, the head of national office in the person of Mr. Patrick Aragan has come in here on Saturday to debunk that. So we are totally dissociating from that statistic that is trending. It does not emanate from WAEC. It cannot, as such, the statistic can never emanate from us. So it is just a statistics cooked by some mischief makers just to cause the type of crisis and uproar that we can see across various states that feel concerned about their rating as far as that statistics is concerned. So, WAEC at the national level and even at the branch level here in Osun State is saying it does not emanate from WAEC in any way.
Ondo State Governor Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu has said that there is no policy or law in the state that forbids anyone in the service of the government, including teachers, from enrolling their wards in private schools. Akeredolu said it is not an offense for public school teachers to enroll their wards in any school of their choice. The governor, who spoke through a statement by his Chief Press Secretary Richard Olatunde, was reacting to the statement credited to the chairman, State University Basic Education Board, Honorable Victor Olabinton, that it had become an offense in the state for teachers to enroll their wards in private schools. Governor Akeredolu, however, said that it would be morally wrong for teachers who are proud of their work and teachings to put their wards in a private school. He stated that he has made huge investments in the education sector and that the rot, which pervaded public schools in the state before his administration, was fast disappearing, adding that his investment has led to increase in students' enrollment in most of the public schools. The development of the media in Osun State is synonymous with the creation of the state 31 years ago. In the special anniversary report, Oluchi Amoda takes a look at the role of the media in the development of the state. A report.
50.
We shall be bringing you the details of the report in the course of the bulletin. 50 years in the life of an institution or individual is a remarkable milestone worthy of reflection on the journey so far in order to strategize on the way forward. The chairman, Anniversary Planning Committee of Golden Jubilee Celebration of Ebekun Secondary Commercial Grammar School, Iresi, Otumba Abdulwahab Adewoyin, said this at a press conference as part of activities to mark the occasion. Oluwatobiloba Odunuga now reports.
In the life of an institution or an individual is a remarkable milestone during which some reflection should be undertaken on the journey so far and the way forward. It is to this regard that the old students of Ebekun Secondary Commercial Grammar School, Iresi, have planned to roll out drums to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the school. Speaking at the press conference to mark the Golden Jubilee celebration of Ebekun Secondary Commercial Grammar School, Ebseku Grams, Iresi, the Chairman Anniversary Planning Committee, Otumba Abdul Wahab Adewoyi, noted that God in His infinite mercies has kept them for over 5 decades, adding that the existence of the school for 50 years is a landmark that calls for celebration and reflection. The Chairman Planning Committee stated further that Ebseku Grams' 50 years anniversary celebration is planned to be in 4 events with the theme New Frontiers, aimed at propelling new and old students, teachers and well-wishers to break new ground and to execute new developmental projects in the school. Otumba Adewoyi maintained that the Ebseku Grams Old Student Association Iresi have played vital roles in the areas of the revitalization of classrooms, payments of examination registration and accreditation fees, with supply of computer system and the support for sporting activities in the school.
Our role of the Old Student Association in the development of their schools cannot be overemphasized. It is clear to all of us today now that everything that a school requires for its growth and development cannot be provided by government alone. Therefore, all students who are major stakeholders, they have passed through that school. So as part of their own giving back to the school and the society, they have a lot of things.
The Golden Jubilee celebration of the establishment of Ebekun Secondary Commercial Grammar School Iresi will be featuring sensitization work from the school premises to the market square. After that, the old students will be joining the congregation at the Central Mosque in Iresi, after which the old students will be paying a courtesy visit to the Palace of Oluresi of Iresi, where the KBS is expected to shower royal blessings on the school, old students and current students. The Osun State Governor, Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola, is expected to be the special guest of honor along other top government functionaries, while the Oluresi of Iresi, Obasikiri Biloye Odomirin II, will be the royal host among others at the grand finale with a public lecture titled Remembering the Past, Celebrating the Present and Inspiring the Future, while the final Thanksgiving of Ebseku Grams Iresi 50 years anniversary celebration will be coming up at the First Baptist Church, Iresi. Oluwatobiloba Odunuga reporting for OSBC News.
And now let's have Oluchi Amoda's report on the development of the media in Osun State since its creation 31 years ago.
Of the media in the development of any nation can never be overemphasized. The media greatly influences society, informs people about what is happening in their environment and beyond, helps in setting agenda for public discourse, molding of opinion, and make government accountable to the people, among other important functions. After the creation of Osun State in 1991, from the old Oyo State, the need for a media organization that will serve as the window through which the state government relays its policies and programs to the people arose. Hence, the Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, OSBC, came into existence with the staff drawn from the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, BCOS. The corporation was envisioned to be the regional voice of the southwest zone of Nigeria, with the mission of creating, developing, and transmitting unparalleled quality informative, educative, and entertaining value-added programs. The radio channel of OSBC, 89.5 FM, Orisun, situated at Oketase in Ile-Ife, came on air on the 25th of November, 1991. On the 27th of August, 1992, the television arm of OSBC, Channel 22 UHF, situated in Ibokun, came on air. Shortly after that, the radio channel 104.5 FM, Ile-Awiye, Okebale, Osogbo, as well as its television arm, Channel 32 UHF, also came into existence. And the aforementioned Osun radio and television services have performed wonderfully well in the areas of information dissemination. The objectives for creating the broadcast media outfit was to inform, educate, and entertain the public, produce and broadcast entertainment, education, and public enlightenment programs, to disseminate information and analyze issues and events of local, national, and international importance, to generate revenue through the sale of airtime and promote other commercial activities like exhibitions, film show, and giant promotion of products and social activities, to install and maintain equipment for gathering, processing, and transmission of information on radio and television, and to facilitate the achievement of these objectives through relevant support services. Today, through the use of technology, OSBC radio and television stations transmit information to diverse audience in different parts of the world through its social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels. Several years down the line, Osun State has witnessed the emergence of other private broadcast media organizations, most especially the radio, that have remained consistent in the dissemination of information to the public. Similarly, the print media is also growing in leaps and bounds, as virtually all the newspaper outfits in Nigeria have their correspondents in Osun State. The online media operators are not left out. As Osun State clocks 31 years, OSBC News charges the media to continue to be watchdog of the society by being objective in their reportage and avoid fake news that can threaten the existence of the state. Happy anniversary. Oluchi Amuja, OSBC News.
Major reports will be back after the break. Stay tuned.
My daughter-in-law. So how are you planning for my son's birthday? Mama. You have to cook for her. Do you people have ogirisi there? No. It's okay. Okay, let me call you back. Mama Achiji, okay. Hi, so wait a market. Please pack some ogirisi. Achi, Opo, Azumbasa. I am going to visit my son. My daughter-in-law. It's arranged. But you must use original red oil to prepare the soup. What? It's very scarce. I'll call you back. Mama Chijo, please include Isio Morocco. My daughter-in-law, everything is now set. But don't forget that gold wristwatch I saw the last time I visited.
With 11 kobo per second calls to all networks, the only thing you run out of are things to say. Get a Glow SIM or dial *777# now.
That's silk boo-boo.
The federal government has been advised on the need to allow first and business class passengers to buy tickets in dollars, while passengers on economy class should buy in naira. Mabel Stephen has the rest of the story.
Former Director General of the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, Dr. Harold Demuren, has urged the federal government to allow first class and business class passengers to buy tickets in dollars, while passengers in economic class can buy in naira. According to the former NCAA boss, doing this will help the carriers to repatriate their funds with the ease and put a stop to the issue of trapped funds, or at best help to significantly eliminate the problem. Airlines of APG Interline Electronic Ticketing Agreement had disclosed that it will start issuing tickets in United States dollar and not naira. The Minister of Aviation, DGNCAA, and Minister of Finance are working on it. Meanwhile, capacity of the 11 electricity distribution companies, otherwise known as the DISCOs, to absorb more power generated by generating companies, GENCOs, grew by a mere 18% since the sector was privatized nearly 9 years ago. The GENCOs said so far, they had been able to generate 5,516 megawatts daily from January to July this year, but the DISCOs had been able to absorb 3,802 megawatts per day. Experts say Nigeria needs at least 30,000 megawatts to attain power sufficiency. The DISCOs have consistently blamed their inability to absorb the whole of power produced by the GENCOs on their lack of capacity to retrieve tariffs, which had led to shortfalls in the sector. While speaking during the power sector dilemma, issues, challenges, opportunities, and strategy key solutions, Executive Secretary of APGC, Joy Okaji, DISCOs were indebted to them to the tune of 2 trillion naira since privatization. Mabel Stephen, OSBC News.
You are welcome to our sports segment. After bouncing back from their defeat to Ivory Coast, By beating Guinea 89-70, the Tigers put up another underwhelming performance as Angola dented their hope of playing at the FIBA World Cup. Omotayo Adebodo has the details of this and more from the world of sports.
Former Nigeria Professional Football League champion Bendel Insurance and El Academy Warriors have secured promotion to the top flight. Insurance won promotion to the Nigeria Professional Football League in 2019 after spending over 10 years in the Nigerian National League, NNL. They were relegated to the NNL after one season. The Benin club won promotion back to the MPFL on the penultimate day of the 2021-22 season. Bayelsa United, who won the MPFL in 2009, are back in the top flight after spending 7 years in the second tier. Former FA Cup champion El Academy Warriors of Maduguri are also back in the Nigeria Professional Football League after a few years in the NNL. Gombe-based Doma United will be making their debut appearance in the Nigerian top flight. Katsina United, Atlant FC, Kano Pillars, and MFM were relegated from the Nigeria Professional Football League in the 2021-22 season. Meanwhile, Nigeria national male basketball team, the Tigers, suffered another defeat in their quest to qualify for the 2023 FIBA World Cup. They lost 67-70 to Angola in their Group E match. The Tigers are vying to pick one of the 5 slots for African teams at the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Up next for Nigeria in the next window of the FIBA World Cup qualifier is a game against Ivory Coast on 24th of February 2023. 16 African teams are competing in the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 African qualifiers through 5 tournament windows over 15 months. The qualifiers, which runs from November 2021 to February 2023, will see 5 African national teams and a spot in the FIBA Basketball World Cup that is scheduled to take place from August 25 to September 10th, 2023 in Japan, Indonesia, and the Philippines. In the meantime, Nottingham Forest have signed Atletico Madrid fullback Renan Lodi on a season-long loan. The 24-year-old Brazilian is their 18th signing of the summer for the newly promoted side. Lodi joined Atletico Madrid in 2019 and has played 118 games for Diego Simone's side, winning La Liga in 2019 and has played 27 times in the Champions League. He has won 15 caps for Brazil since making his debut in 2019, and presently, Forest are 14th in the Premier League table after Sunday's 2-0 defeat by Tottenham Hotspur. Or Montayo at Debodun, OSBC News.
While on the foreign scene, South African prosecutors have arrested many former executives at a public logistics company, which is at the center of a high-profile investigation into corruption during Jacob Zuma's tenure as president. Onyechi Nwachinemere has details.
He has said that Transnet's former chief executive officer, Brian Molefe, and finance chief Anok Singh were among 4 people held in connection with a multi-million-dollar corruption case. According to the National Prosecuting Authority, several arrests of former Transnet executives have been effected through arrangement with their legal representatives. The arrested appeared before a court in Johannesburg and were granted 50,000 rand bail. An MPA spokesperson confirmed to newsmen that the executives are facing charges of fraud and breaching public finance regulations linked to a 93 million rand corruption and fraud case surrounding the 2015 procurement of more than 1,000 locomotives. Lawyer for Molefe and Singh said their clients intended to plead not guilty. However, reports has it that the investigation led by Chief Justice Raymond Zondo found more than 41 billion rand in contracts that had been irregularly awarded for the benefit of entities linked to the Gupta family, a business family of Indian migrants with close ties to Zuma. The opposition Democratic Alliance Party welcomed the arrest, saying it hoped it was the beginning of justice. Meanwhile, thousands of Orthodox Christians have marched in Belgrade to warn against holding Europride, despite the Serbian authorities' decision to cancel next month's pan-European gathering of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning community. Carrying icons, crosses, and religious flags, protesters marched through the city center while praying and chanting before gathering outside the Cathedral of St. Sava. President Alexander Vučić has announced that he had decided in consultation with the government that the Pride Parade would be postponed or cancelled. The president said it was not possible to handle everything at a time when Serbia was pressured with all kinds of problems, underlining recent tensions with former province Kosovo and concerns over energy and food. However, Europe Pride organizers promised to press on with the parade. Addressing the crowd, Serbian Orthodox Bishop Nikano hailed the authorities' decision to reverse the desecration of the country, church, and family. OSBC News.
And that ends the major report on OSBC TV. It was edited by Kayode Adebayo. I am Olubumi Ajiboye Agbola. Thanks for being there.